Hello my friends, I've been wanting to make this video for a while just to fill in some blanks and bring you up to speed of what's going on after this year's Sturgis trip. Won a couple of trophies up there in custom shows, so wanted to show you some of the trophies I've accumulated with this bike over the years, then also something about the starting technique. So first of all, the trophies. So this was a local show called the Rally in the Alley, and I took the generator class trophy in that show. This was about 9 years ago, I believe. This was the first time I'd ever met Chris Kalin, the editor of Cycle Source magazine, at the Ride-In show in Fort Collins, and he awarded me Best Shovelhead in that show. In fact, he liked the bike so much, he asked me if I was going to go to Sturgis and he'd like to do a feature on the bike. So prior to that, at the old Easy Riders bar up there, which later became the Iron Horse, Dave Nichols from Easy Riders put on a show, kind of an old school chopper show. And that was in conjunction with a magazine that was just getting started but really didn't take off, called the Wrench magazine. And I won first place in the shovelhead class at that show. This was the Dennis Kirk garage build show. You don't really determine which class you're going to be in. They just put you wherever you want. And they put me in antique class for that particular show, and I won first place in that. And then at this particular show, when I went up there that year, I had my number plates on and my belt shroud so I could run on the drag strip, and I won performance class. This year, I was happy about this trophy. This is the class that I would have chosen to win if you could choose your class, and it was Best Shovelhead at the Cycle Source show at the Iron Horse. And then at the same location the following day was a performance build show, and I didn't think I had a chance in this one. It was put on by one of the hamsters, and a lot of hamsters had entered it. And I guess I'll have to turn the camera here to catch this thing in its entirety because it's a huge trophy. And it was open class, which meant all the other classes were eligible to be in that class. So that's that. And you know, I built this bike 30 years ago, rode it for over 25 with stock displacement with some cams, and then a few years back went with a full 93 cubic inch S&S stroker kit, which involves machining the cases, replacing cylinders, the flywheels, the rods, the pistons, cam, valves, and just about doubled the horsepower. And when I got those horsepower figures, I thought, you know, Mr. Horsepower, the familiar Clay Smith cams character, would be a good logo for the bike, Mr. Horsepower. So the next thing I wanted to show you was, I've known this bike for a long time, obviously, and cold starting techniques vary sometimes, but I've kind of got this down. So, you know, the bike is, it's totally cold right now. I'm going to show you what it is that I do. So first, I have the ignition off. Then I turn the gas on. And what I'm going to do is, with the ignition off, I'm going to give the throttle 2 twists. I'm going to kick it through twice. And then I'm going to turn the ignition on, turn on the enrichener, and kick it through. And hope this video is a one-take feature, because I think it's going to start and we'll see what happens. So let me set the camera over here. ignition on, enriching her on. Well, this is probably the longest video I've ever made, but a lot of things I wanted to cover. And when I had the bike up in Sturgis this year, when I had it parked, I put my Jesus Loves You wristbands on it because I am a believer. And I don't want to shy away from that. And I've always actually dedicated the bike to God. And that's my story. And I'm sticking to it. So you guys have a great day. See ya. Bye-bye.